Now to a News 15 update on funding cuts to public broadcasting that will have an impact here in Acadiana.
President Trump is set to sign into law a measure that defunds public radio and TV stations across America, slashing billions of dollars in funding. For Lafayette's NPR affiliate KRVS, that will mean a loss of about $197,000. That's just shy of 1/3 of the station's annual budget. A spring endowment program, though, did raise $25,000 that will cover some of the gap. But in the short term, some radio programs will have to be cut. General Manager Cheryl Duvall vows to do everything possible to keep the station from turning off its microphones.
We're going to continue to be a public station. And we've never been flush. And no one gets into this to make a lot of money. But the service commitment remains.
Louisiana Senators John Kennedy and Bill Cassidy, along with Acadiana Congressman Clay Higgins, all voted in favor of cutting the funding for KRVS. News 15's Karen Kaifa takes a look now at what else was cut in the spending reduction bill just approved by Congress.
House Republicans signed off on billions of dollars in funding cuts sought by President Donald Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, handing the president another legislative win.
We clawed back $9 billion in taxpayer funds and wasteful spending, fraud, waste, and abuse.
The DOGE spending cuts were passed under an obscure and rarely used budget law that prevented a Senate filibuster. And they canceled $9 billion in federal funding that was previously approved by Congress. $1.1 billion will be stripped from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which helps fund NPR and PBS. And about $8 billion will be taken from foreign aid programs. The U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, was one of the first agencies targeted by DOGE, with staffing estimated nearly 500 metric tons of emergency aid food is set to expire this month and will be destroyed at taxpayer expense.
It takes a lot of people, a lot of workers, a lot of contracts to move this food around the world. And all of those people were laid off. All of the USAID programs were suspended.
Democrats chastising Republicans who have supported the administration's cuts.
It's going to make us less safe. It's going to take funding away from public broadcasting for our kids when they're already having an all-out assault on public education.
House Speaker Mike Johnson hinted at further federal funding cuts, describing rescissions as an ongoing quest. In Washington, Karen Kaifa, News 15.